Good morning, yogis. This week we're going to change it up just a little bit and work on balance, both right side up and upside down. Sirsasana will be the focus of our sequence this week. And Sirsasana is considered to be the king of all asanas in our practice. It is so beneficial both physically and mentally. We build strength in our shoulders, in our abdomen, we find length in our hamstrings, and it is really one of those postures that requires us to start to really cultivate that dharana, or that single pointed concentration of focus. I'm going to give us a couple of options. Of course, the wall is always available, but we're going to start in tripod. We'll work on this over the course of a couple of weeks, and we'll make some changes. We'll add some transitions to and from, but for the purposes of Monday night, we probably, or I believe this is what we're going to do. We're going to come in through a Gomukhasana. So we'll end up in our seated cow face pose. We're all familiar with that. We're going to work tripod to start out with. This is considered a more advanced version of Sirsasana, but I quite frankly find it easier for beginners to get the hang of it, because we're already familiar with the triangle or the equilateral triangle foundation that we use in our arm balances. Same exact thing. I'm going to place my hands. They will be the base of my triangle. The top of my head will be the top of the triangle. And when I say the top of my head, that's what I mean. I don't mean the back of my head. I don't mean the front of my head. The top of my head, directly on the mat. So hands, I'm just going to come over those knees, top of the head on the mat, completing my triangle on the earth, and maybe I'll just start out by bringing my knees to the backs of my elbows. And that could be a great starting place for some of us. Once we find that, then we can start to work to get our bottom over our shoulders. That's what has to happen. Hips have to come over shoulders. So how does that happen? It happens with core strength. I tap into that Uddiyana Bandha, or that core, and I actually help to nutate my pelvis so that I can bring it up and over my shoulders. So again, you don't have to come from Gomukhasana, but we'll be on the floor in a seated posture. We want to create that base of our triangle, top of the triangle at the top of the head. Maybe the knees find the elbows. Maybe we start to get those hips over our shoulders. And maybe we can start to extend. It just depends on how you're feeling and where you can start to find that catch. This is what I like to call it, in my belly. And there are many ways to get out of this. We'll work different ways over the coming weeks. And we'll finish it up with a vinyasa. So don't get too hung up on it. We can pull our mats to the walls. We can find some help. Maybe we'll partner up. I'm not sure what we'll do, but I really want us to start to work on this because I think it is just so empowering, and it actually, once you practice it and once you get the hang of it, I just think that it brings some clarity. It kind of clears out the cobwebs and really makes you feel great. So let's work on it Monday. See you then.